So when you launch your startup, there's going to be a time when it comes to getting creative and innovating. And the best way to do this is to create a culture within your organization that you welcome and openly support new creative ideas from your team. You're only going to grow your startup and you're only going to have a successful community within your organization if you openly listen to your team, creative minds. That's why you brought them on board, right? You brought on this creative team because that's what they're best at. As a startup founder, we tend to think that we do everything the best when it's not true. There's a lot of things we're not good at all. And what we want to focus on is on our strengths, and then delegate to team members, bring on team members that are better than you in certain things. And once you cultivate this environment of creativity, then you guys can be in synergy and now start to innovate, create amazing things, create an amazing product because everyone is on the same page. You as a startup founder are the spearhead, the leader of the operation. You bring on creative types, you bring on analytical types because then now you have an effective balance. You are the leader, you make the decisions, right? You're the final call. But then you have your creative types that have all these ideas and they think about all these great concepts that can make the app better. And then you have the analytical type that are going to say, okay, this sounds great, but how are we going to make it work? The one thing that I will say is you have to also create the balance because sometimes you have a clashing of minds between a creative type who want to move quickly, they're always having new ideas or they're moving very fast, and then you have the analytical type that they take forever to actually make a decision. Everything has to be perfect, everything has to be aligned before they choose the right direction. So there's got to be that balance. So how you do that effectively is you have your creative types, your analytical types, everyone collaborates, talks about their ideas, how can we innovate, how can we move forward, how can we do this seamlessly and effectively so everyone's satisfied, and then you as a startup owner say, okay, I like where we're going, here's how we're going to approach it. But this way everyone's voice is heard and it creates an environment of creativity and innovation for everyone, and you're going to see that is the most effective way to help you launch a startup that's going to be for the long term and really just listen to an amazing team that's going to help you get to the next level, continue to innovate, and create a product that users are going to continue to love for years. And eventually, maybe you create something so great that someone will come and acquire you, and then on to the next. So that's the easiest way to cultivate innovation within your group, within your team, is make sure everyone's voice is heard, collaborate, make the final decision.